than her flight experience. The bar for customer service in today's economy is so ridiculously low, it's non-existent. I don't need you to be awesome. I need you to suck less. 1% less. What does that mean? Show up on time. Do your homework. Understand the person you're researching. Research the person so you understand them. Now, what does sucking the less mean? Let's start from the very beginning. Sucking the less means the following. Number one, it means taking care of yourself. Let's go back to that plane analogy. If you had started crashing into a mountain, the oxygen mask would come down, right? What's the number one thing they tell you when the oxygen mask comes down, when they do the emergency announcements that you never listen to? Put yourself on, put your own oxygen mask on before you help others. Why? Because if you can't put your own oxygen mask on, you're going to get what's called hypoxia. I'm a skydiver. I got about 500 skydives under my belt. I have my own gear, jump myself. I've had hypoxia. It's fun as it really is. It's like being high for cheap. But the problem is that when you're hypoxic, you can't do all right, when you're hypoxic, you can't add 2 plus 3. You literally Google videos of the military subjecting people to hypoxia, you can't add 2 plus 3. You think you can, but you can't. So if you don't put your own oxygen mask on first, how can you help other people? That goes back to what was said a little earlier about hustling. Okay, there's a guy out there, big entrepreneur, has initials of HG, something like that. You might know him. He talks about, yeah, if you have 24 hours in a day and you have to work 18 of them and take care of your kids for 4 and you only sleep for 2, you better sleep for 1 of them. You know what that's going to get you? That's going to get you a great company while you're dead. If you're not taking care of yourself and putting on your own oxygen mask first, you can't do anything else. And I'm sick and tired of this so-called hustle economy where everyone's talking about how you have to bust, never sleep, and always work, and drink coffee, and mainland. Screw that. We're all going to wind up with a bunch of dead entrepreneurs. You want to be great? Do great stuff by taking care of yourself first. Eat a vegetable once in a while. Go to the gym. Okay, I've done 2 Ironman triathlons. I've had 24 Ironman triathlons. I know you're looking at me, you're like, no, dude, you watched the movie Iron Man while sitting on your ass. But no, I swear to God. As a matter of fact, today is 8 years to the day since I did my first Ironman. And here's the thing. I'm authentic about it. I live my life chasing those last 25 pounds I have to lose, and I'm not perfect. I quit drinking because I have massive ADHD, and I only have 2 speeds, and one of them is really slow, the other is super fast, and so drinking is not something that's really good for me. To put it another way, I have 2 speeds. I have namaste, and I'll cut it. But here's the thing. If you don't know how to take care of yourself, and you don't know what your triggers are, and you don't know what you can do to beat those triggers, and to fight those triggers, and to do better, you're not going to make it. So before you start running out and thinking about how you're going to have this great company and run the world, learn to take care of yourselves. Okay? Eat healthy. Get enough sleep. Talk to someone. It's 2018. I started doing this. It's 20 years this past October since I became an entrepreneur. I've lost 3 entrepreneurial friends to suicide in the past 20 years because none of them had the courage to talk to someone. They didn't have anyone to talk to. They'd never tried. Entrepreneurship, guys, it's lonely as okay? You're dealing with customers all day that are pissed off at you. You're dealing with people that are trying to steal your clients. You're dealing with people giving you bad advice. It's lonely as have a tribe. Have people you trust. If you don't have that, I don't care what kind of advice people sitting up here are giving you. Take care of yourself first. Okay? The people, I might be full of shit too, but you know what? I've walked this before. And I've gone through depression. And my ADHD doesn't help. I run the #1 podcast on ADHD. It's called Faster Than Normal because I truly believe that my ADHD is a gift, not a curse. We've had Tony Robbins on the podcast. We've had Seth Godin. We've had Dave Needleman from JetBlue, Keith Koch from DocuSign. And the one thing they always say is that they were different. And the one thing they all have in common, and I urge you, whether you have ADHD or not, you just want to be an entrepreneur, you want to do better customer service, you want to have a better company, the day you stop caring what people who don't pay your mortgage think of you is the day you're going to be free. This is who I am, and it's made me very successful. And it's been a lot of fun, and it sucked a lot of the time. Be true to yourself, and understand what you're doing, and understand why you're doing it. If you ever get to the point where you don't feel like you're supposed to be doing it anymore, ask yourself, is it just because I had a bad day, or is it real? And if it's real, do something else. But I urge you to focus on this. Did you really have a bad day, or did you have a bad 5 minutes that you sometimes just stretch over into an entire day? So here's the thing. Better customer service comes down to 4 basic rules. Be transparent. You're going to screw up. When you screw up, own your You're going to make mistakes. When you make mistakes, own them. Get in front of them, fix the problem, move on. People don't expect that. They expect to be lied to. Don't lie. Own it. Be transparent. Anyone follow Dolce & Gabbana? I was on CNN all weekend. It was, I think, for 2 reasons. One, because I talk about branding for CNN, and the second reason was because I was the only loser who didn't go away for Thanksgiving. But I was on CNN all weekend because Dolce & Gabbana managed to put in an ad in China that showed how hard it was for Asians to eat pizza and ziti. It did not go over well. And then Dolce & Gabbana managed to send private Instagrams and make them public about how the Chinese mafia was going to go get it. It was just bad all around. So of course I spent all the time on TV talking about what Dolce did wrong and how they could fix it. You know why I wouldn't have been on TV? I wouldn't have been on TV if they had bothered to come out and say, hey, we screwed up. We're sorry. Well, they did 3 days later. Had they done it immediately, I wouldn't have to be on TV. Own it. You're going to screw up. That's transparency. Second rule of customer experience, relevance. Be relevant to your audience. Okay? I don't care that you guys are on Snapchat or Insta or whatever unless I'm trying to get you to buy something. Enjoy it. I'm on Facebook. I'm 46 years old. I own that. Okay? I'm fine with that. I'm also on Instagram, and I'm one of the few verified accounts on Instagram. So the point is, own what you're doing. Understand where your audience is. Be relevant to them. Rule 3 is brevity. You got 140 characters to reach your audience. And by the way, 140 characters is not Twitter. It's a mobile message. The only reason Twitter's still alive is because of our current firestorm of administration. That's the only reason that Twitter's still alive, in my opinion. Twitter's fun, but 12% of America has sent or received a tweet. Over 90% has sent or received a mobile message. Where's your audience? Understand where your audience is. 71% of the world has sent or received a mobile tweet. Less than 20% of the world has ever even heard of Twitter. Where's your audience? What does 140 characters mean? If you have 140 characters to reach your audience, that means you better learn to write. That means you're a better writer, better communicator. If I got 300 emails yesterday, you know the ones I paid attention to? The ones where people learned how to write and said something interesting, that used the right name, that gave me the right information, that did their research on me. Rule 4, top of mind. You want to be the first person that people think of when they buy the product you sell? Guess what? It's not about self-promotion. You know what self-promotion is? Who haven't I picked on? Self-promotion is no one believes how great you are if you're the one that has to tell them. Okay? I can't stress that enough. No one believes how great you are if you're the one that has to tell them. So what do? Let other people tell them. How do you do that? You be 1% better than what they expect. Barry Diller used to do that all the time. How do you be 1% better? The easiest way in the world. If you do nothing else, offer help. Self-promotion is bad. Help is self-promotion wrapped in bacon. It's like how you give a dog a pill. Everyone loves bacon. You do the job well, they don't see it as self-promotion. And what happens after you do the job well? You earn trust. And what happens after you earn trust? You get recommended. Write this down. People with resources tend to distribute opportunities to people they trust. When I have a client that needs a keynote and I am giving another keynote, I call Ramon because I've heard Ramon speak. I trust him. He's not going to make me look like an idiot. He's going to go and do a great talk. Same thing with me. You earn trust by being 1% better and doing the job that no one wants. And here's the best part. When you screw up, it's never been easier to earn trust than right after you screw up. Because right after you screw up, you're going to hear about it. Someone's going to complain. When they complain, that's your opportunity to turn a hater into a lover. All you have to do is suck a little less to get there. Transparency, relevance, brevity, top of mind. At Peter Shankman on all the socials. Anything I say is public. Feel free to follow. Feel free to share. I consider it an honor. Thanks, guys.